Okay, hey everybody, my name is Anthony, and in this video, you can see the box right here. I've actually got a new addition to my little setup in terms of my F1 2019 racing, so let's get right into it. And as you can see, if I just flip it around, it is the Thrustmaster TM Openwheel add-on. So I decided to get this because I usually play Formula 1, and also I like when I do plan on playing some other games, I'm mostly going to be using, you know, GT style cars anyway. So I thought, you know, I might as well get this wheel as it's more aesthetically pleasing to look at this type of wheel once driving Formula cars, for example, instead of looking at my old wheel. I actually quickly go and show you my old wheel. Yeah, I didn't really plan this video, it just sort of happened. So anyways, you can't really see it because of the camera angle here, but this is the old wheel that I had with the Thrustmaster TX base. So this is the leather edition version. That's the one that I got. Didn't really think all that much of it. Is obviously good, and it's quite expensive actually. I just checked the price, it's actually more expensive than this, but I thought, you know, since this is just a regular type of steering wheel, I thought I'd go with this since I play Formula 1 games more often than not anyway. So I'm gonna quickly open it and show you what comes in the box. Sorry, I just got an email there. I'm gonna open it up and show you what's inside the box, and then I'm gonna skip over to some gameplay of Formula 1. Sadly, my computer is a literal potato, so because of that, I'm not gonna be able to record footage from my webcam and record footage from my game at the same time. So the only footage of this wheel is literally just gonna be this right here. So I'm gonna quickly cut it off. I'm gonna get this quickly opened, and then I'll show you what's inside. Okay, so I put some gloves on because one thing that I noticed when I was looking at reviews and stuff like that, a lot of people said that because of the let me flip it around, because of the Alcantara, I want to say, I think this is called the Alcantara sort of fabric here, that it's good if you end up playing on this wheel too much, then the sweat from your hands is gonna not only ruin this, but it's gonna stain your hands. So right now I've just got basic gloves, but I'm probably gonna get some racing gloves at some point, just again, just for the same reason I got just for the immersion factor of it. I keep getting emails. Hold on, I need to mute this. As I said, this video wasn't planned. I just decided to quickly make it because I got the wheel. So let's open it up and see what you get inside. So the first thing you get is this little thing. Sorry if it's upside down. Here you go. Don't really need to worry about all of this. It's just, you know, your basic stuff that you get with most things when you buy them. And then the next thing is the wheel itself. So that's pretty much what you get in there, but just throw that away. This is what the wheel comes in. It's packaged quite nicely, and it looks amazing from just looking at it through here. So let's get this opened. And wow, this looks incredible. So this is what it looks like. I honestly think this looks absolutely incredible. It looks even better. Personally, I don't think that the camera does it justice. I think it looks even better looking at it with your eyes than it does looking at it on camera. So yeah, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to this on Amazon. It costs about 130 on Amazon, and you can use it with any of the T-Series Thrustmaster products, wheelbases, because I remember going on a stream, I think it was a TRL, limitless stream, and somebody had asked if this wheel worked with the Thrustmaster TX wheelbase. I'm here to confirm that it does. It does work with that, so if you do have the TX like myself, then you can get this and it will work just fine. Hold on, I'll show you the back. Probably can't really see it clearly. If you give me a second, I'm gonna quickly get my phone and put the flash on so that you can see. Alright, again, sorry, I didn't really plan this video, so it's not gonna have the greatest quality in terms of its production. But if I put the flash on my phone and I bring it up, there you go. You can see it's got the same pin connector that the Thrustmaster TX has. So yeah. But yeah, no, this wheel looks incredible. I'm gonna obviously spend some time practicing. The gameplay that you see is probably gonna be after I spend a good hour or so just using it and just giving you guys my honest first opinions of it, obviously. But yeah, you know, it looks really nice, and I'm hoping that it feels just as nice when playing on it. One thing, I'm gonna actually compare the two. You can see that if I just flip them over, you can see that the layout of the buttons are pretty much exactly the same. So here's right. So here's Y. So the number 10 on the Openwheel add-on, that's gonna be Y. Number 3 is gonna be X. Number 5, I think there's 5. Yeah, number 5 is gonna be A, and then number 9 is going to be B, and then the party button is going to be 4, and the start button is going to be 6. And this does the exact same thing. I found out because I remember talking about it when my camera's not focusing on the stuff. Yeah, that's quite annoying. Right, there we go. I'm gonna leave the video of the first impressions I made on the Thrustmaster TX Leather Edition. I'm gonna leave that in the description below, and if you click on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see that. One of the things that I complained about in my first impression video is that this little knob here is basically just duplicated buttons, and since then I've found out that this is most likely a console limitation and not a limitation of the actual product itself. So if you want to get this one, or if you want to get this one, just know that these are duplicated buttons, and that it's most likely because of the console itself, the Xbox console, and not the Thrustmaster products themselves. It's just because, you know, there's not a lot of buttons to map it to, so it has to be duplicated. Personally, my solution to this problem would have just been to put the D-pad here. So instead of having the D-pad here, put the D-pad here, and then maybe have 2 little thumbsticks, like how you have on the controller you have the thumbsticks. Have the thumbsticks there so that you can still use the thumbsticks whilst playing with the wheel. Similarly to, I think it's the Thrustmaster GT for the Gran Turismo game on the PlayStation. I think it has the little sort of thumb grips that you can use on there. So why does it have it on there and not on here? Doesn't really make sense to me. I feel as if that would have been a lot better use of the real estate here, instead of just having a duplicate, just having this little knob that's really just a duplicate of some of the other buttons. Because literally, if you flick it up, so if you flick it up here to number 8, I'm pretty sure that's the same as the start button. If you flick it down to number 7, yeah, see, it's color coded. I just realized it's the same color. So yeah, 8 is going to be the same as 6, 7 is going to be the same as 4, and then if you press down, that's the same as A. A is here. So it really doesn't make sense. I personally think that's what they should have done as a solution to this. But you know, it is what it is, and it's still a good product, and I'm still going to get a lot of use out of this one over this one. I'm actually going to be selling this one because I've really got no use for it. So yeah, that is the Thrustmaster TM Openwheel add-on. The reason why I'm making this video is because I noticed that there's not really a lot of videos about this product, and especially in English as well. I noticed that there's a lot of videos of this product but in foreign languages, so it was really hard to get a decent idea of what it's going to be like. But I decided to take the plunge anyway. As you can see, I've already got some of my dog's hair on it. But yeah, I decided to take the plunge and get it anyway, and I'm making this sort of like first impressions for you. I am still going to be making the review on the wheelbase and pedals, but what I'm going to do is, since I've just got this, I'm going to use it with this for a while, so maybe I'm going to push back the review by a month or so and make sure I get some actual time in with this, and then I'm going to make my full review on the full Thrustmaster TX leather edition. Obviously it comes with this, so I'll be I will be basically talking about this as well. Obviously this is probably going to be the only footage I have since I am trying to sell this, so yeah, going to be using this. So I'm going to leave it here. As I said, my computer's a literal potato, so I'm not going to be able to record a wheel cam view whilst also recording gameplay. So I'm probably just going to have to leave it here and then skip over to the gameplay side of things for now. I'm sorry that I couldn't do this, but it is what it is. My computer's just trash. I'm hoping to get a new one soon, eventually, so I'll be able to do wheel cam videos, so hopefully we'll see that in the future, but for now I can't really do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up, and then I'm going to spend about an hour or so playing on it, and then after that I'll give you guys my opinions on this. So I'll see you guys later. Peace. Okay, so as I mentioned in the sort of camera side of this video, I didn't plan it, so instead of spending about an hour or so on the wheel, it's actually been a day now since I got the steering wheel, and honestly, first impressions, it completely surpassed what I thought it was going to. When I was speaking to my friend when I had first purchased it, he asked me if I thought that I was going to see a difference, if it was going to make me more consistent at the game, and to be completely honest with you, I said no, because I literally had it in my head that I was getting this steering rim for the sort of immersion of it, just, you know, so that I can actually see that I'm driving an open style rim whilst playing Formula 1, because that's the games that I play the most and that's the sort of steering rims that they use. And I was in for a shock when I first mounted it. I got my wife and the same friend to try out the rim, just in case it was just me, my psychological aspect of it, where I got something new, so I was playing better. And no, it was the same for both of them as well. They both tried it and they both said that they felt an instant difference when turning corners. It felt a lot easier to drive when turning corners. So if you're using a sort of rounded, like a circle rim, similar to the T8, the TM28 leather rim, then if you drive Formula cars or open wheel GT style cars, definitely recommend you make the switch, because it does actually make a difference. I personally didn't think it would, but it actually does. And all of these clips are clips that I got since getting this, and they're pretty much all personal best, new personal best, and fair enough, they're only a few tenths. For most of them, they're only a few tenths quicker, and in addition to that, I'm not the best driver out there. I'm not 100% consistent. I can't go into a 100% race, for example, without, you know, crashing out at least once. So, you know, I'm not the best driver out there, and personally, these sort of things only, in my opinion, they only really improve your maximum potential. They don't actually improve you right now, where you are right now, unless you're already at your max potential. But yeah, as you can see from these clips, you know, I've seen a substantial difference when turning corners. I felt more confident when turning corners as well. Another thing is, I also had to change my force feedback settings with this, because I didn't like the way the force feedback felt through this steering rim based on the settings that I had for the other one. So I do have a force feedback video. It's going to be at the top right hand side of the screen, so click on that if you want to see my force feedback settings now. Just go into the comments and look for my comment, because my comment will always be updated to what I'm currently using, so you don't necessarily have to watch the video if you don't want to. But you can see the force feedback settings for the other rim that I had and compare it to my force feedback settings now with this one, because they are different, because they do feel different. I didn't think it would feel different, but it does. Yeah, you know, honestly, I'd give this maybe a 8.5, 9 out of 10 in terms of, you know, an actual rating, because as a first impression rating, because it surpassed what I wanted it to. I didn't really think it would make much of a difference, and it did. The only reason why it's not a 10, to be honest, is mainly because of the duplicated buttons. situation, again, might not necessarily be their fault, but there is ways that they probably could have worked around it, even if they just didn't include that little knob thing in the first place, you know, because when you first see it, you might be able to map it on PC for different sort of buttons on different games, but when you first see it as a console player, you're like, okay, I can map this to this, and you know, it'll be a lot easier. But then you go into the game and you see, oh, it's duplicated buttons, so that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, that's the only reason why it's probably not getting a 10. There's a definite difference, and if you drive Formula / open world GT style cars, definitely make the switch. That's all I can really say. So I'm gonna leave the video here. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, subscribe. I post F1 content if you're new to the channel. This is the sort of stuff I do. I'm going to be posting some career mode videos as well, so make sure you do all that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Okay, that last lap was at 1:18.1.